So, Teletoon is going down the drain. What else is new? Just recently, some news came out over the Teletoon channel, and this can be looked at from two ways. From a good point or a nostalgic negative point / sense. But before we get into that, what is the big news? Well, as of March 27th this year, so roughly 5 weeks away, Teletoon on air will no longer live on, and will then end there, die. This means after that date, you'll never be able to watch the Teletoon channel on TV again. What is Teletoon? Teletoon is practically the Canadian equivalent to the American Cartoon Network, which means if you were sitting over there as a kid watching Cartoon Network, I was over here watching Teletoon. It's the home to many Canadian shows, both big and small: Total Drama, 16, Johnny Test, Jimmy Two Shoes, Totally Spies, Stoked, Wayside, George of the Jungle, Skatoony, Lego Ninjago, and the list goes on, both in the past and future. So what's gonna happen to the channel authority after March 27th? Well, this may appear as a shock to many of you, but Teletoon will be rebranded into Cartoon Network. I know. Shocker. Basically nothing changes inside. The new Teletoon Cartoon Network claims that they'll air flagship Teletoon shows and classic Teletoon shows. I doubt that. Although, could stand out as true, Teletoon's latest act of desperation made them do some pretty scary things. Like, air classic shows. I know, right? Must have been tough for them. For example, recently you could find Detention Air and 16 on air. Now, with that in mind, we know what's gonna happen with Teletoon, but what's gonna happen to the Canadian Cartoon Network? For anyone who doesn't know, here we have a different version of Cartoon Network. Well, from what I know, that will be rebranded into the Boomerang channel, meaning yes, this will be the first time ever in this country Boomerang has existed on air. As for what this Boomerang will air, we don't know. Hopefully the regular stuff, although I am wondering how they'll mess that up. Easily, I assume. On a good note though, we will still see the Teletoon brand remain alive on the digital space, with Teletoon Plus being our only escape. Now of course, this will be hurting to a lot of classic Teletoon fans to see this go down, myself included, although in a modern standpoint, I honestly don't see anything changing on the inside. It'll still be the same old Cartoon Network clone it's been trying to be for the past 5 years or so.